Today, I'll be sharing insight on how to cultivate and nurture self-confidence in 2025, despite the rapid societal shift, evolving technology, or perhaps general life challenges. If you're joining me for the first time, my name is Shukran Balagan, and this is Say It Say It Podcast. Stay tuned. It might interest you to know that 85% of the world population experience low self-esteem. And I hope you and I are not part of that statistics. And the issue here is individuals with low self-esteem might not be aware of it. And that is why I implore you to please watch this video from the beginning to the end, as you might learn a thing or two on how to navigate life challenges without losing your true self. So what really is self-esteem and what really is self-confidence? Self-esteem is about self-worth. It is how you feel as an individual in general. If you have low self-esteem, there is a higher chance that you lack confidence. And if you lack confidence, you would naturally have a negative outlook to life in general. Self-confidence, on the other hand, is believing in your own abilities and having a sense of internal reassurance that allows you to have a positive mindset and outlook to taking challenges and learning from mistakes without fear. The number one reason for lack of confidence is fear of failure. And fear of failure can manifest in different forms. It could be fear of making mistakes, fear of being judged by others, yes, that's the popular one, and fear of not meeting expectations. And as humans, when we feel overwhelmed or concerned for not measuring up to societal expectations, we would naturally limit ourselves from taking risks, trying new things, or perhaps even limiting our rights to freedom of expression, and then conditioning our brain to believing that our opinion doesn't matter, neither does our voices count, which then further reinforces feeling inadequate and having low self-esteem. Failure reinforces feeling inadequate and having negative self-beliefs. And in fact, if you have low self-esteem, before an opportunity even presents itself to you, your subconscious mind is already telling you you won't succeed at it. You know why? Because you've programmed yourself to believe that you're not good enough. Or perhaps your previous experience of failure is telling you not to challenge your limits. But here is the catch. If you do not fail at anything, you won't succeed at anything. Because failure is a crucial part of success that allows us as humans to learn from our mistakes and build our personal growth so as to improve our self-confidence. Because failure births insight at first attempt. Failure births resilience when embraced. Failure births growth when we step outside of our comfort zone. And failure fosters innovation and creativity when we are seeking for a breakthrough. Because it is only when we fail in life that we are forced to think differently in order to redefine our own success. So I'm challenging you today. Why don't you take a first step at pursuing something you're passionate about? I think there has been a shift in the idea of what self-confidence really means in today's society. And I say this because of the rise in social media presence and public personalities. While it is very much safe for us to say anything that makes me feel good improves my self-confidence, and as a woman, I personally would say anything that makes me feel good improves my self-confidence, but that is not always actually the case. Because if we take a look at it in the context of social media landscape, the likes, comment, share, external validation and gratification can be very much enjoyable in the moment. But if you depend on it too much, it takes away your own authenticity. And it's very important to be able to create a balance between superficial boost and genuine confidence that comes from being resilient, being self-aware, and having a deep sense of your own self-worth that is not dependent on external gratification and validation. Another factor for me in maintaining and building self-confidence over the time is being self-aware and emotional intelligence. You see, these two factors, they come hand in hand. Those with IEI, high emotional intelligence, they are able to manage their emotions and understand the people around them. And you see, those with IEI are able to communicate effectively and network with ease. You see, being self-aware here simply means you have an insight into who you are as a person. You understand your own personalities. You don't need anybody to explain that to you. And if you're self-aware, you are able to channel your efforts effectively into who you are as compared to who you are not. You stay focused to your true self and you're less worried about what other people think about you. Those who are self-aware are able to maintain their authenticity by staying true to their own identity. You see, the key thing here is to be able to effectively integrate emotional intelligence and self-awareness. If you're able to do this effectively, you would be able to make decisions that serves you and benefits you first as compared to making decisions that benefit others before you. You would be able to take yourself away from situations that doesn't serve you as an individual or align with your core values and morals. If you're able to do this, gradually your low self-esteem would improve and you would be able to build your self-confidence. I hope that helps. To reinforce confidence, it's very important for you to focus on things that matters to you the most as an individual. Rather than obsessing on your flaws, why don't you find your own uniqueness and practice self-compassion? Because as humans, we would generally have compassion towards others and not ourselves. Set achievable goals for yourself, but do not compare yourself to other people. You see, in the world we are living in today, comparison can be a good thing, but actually it is the #1 killer of joy. You also need to learn to be assertive in reinforcing confidence. Learning to be assertive means clearly communicating your boundaries to people. Learning when to say yes and no is a fundamental skills that is needed in building your self-confidence. Also, practice cognitive reframing so that you can begin to see every challenges that present itself as an opportunity for growth. And lastly, ensure to maintain a healthy lifestyle, as a healthy body supports a confident mind. I would see you in my next video. Thank you for your time.